Yes, tell us about the Constellation, please.
Constellation is a forgotten bit of New York and especially Brooklyn history. My father was building the aircraft carrier, and so was my uncle, by the way, who had been in Germany after World War II and was also a vet and also worked there. He was a welder. My father was a pipe fitter with raw asbestos. Anyhow, they were both working there that day, and the ship was overdue. They were behind schedule, and they had been having a lot of problems, and there were small fires, and the guys kept getting called up for a false alarm all the time. So that day, there was a real fire, and the guys ignored the alarm. It's the boy who cried wolf. And my dad said, I don't know, I have a funny feeling. He went and took a look and saw the flames. And he didn't think anything of it. He ran down back into the ship and told the guys, it's a real fire. Pass the word. And a lot of men ran out and were saved because he did that. He had smoke inhalation. Yeah. My uncle did too, and a lot of the men did, but they did not lose their lives.
He was above deck at that point because he had gone in above, and when the fire broke out and he realized it wasn't a drill, he, at the risk of his own life, ran back down to warn the fellas that it was not a drill, it was a real fire. There were 4,000 men working on the Constellation. 50 lives were lost, but many more could have been lost had it not been for for your dad. And I think that is the story that has to be told. And one great thing about a story, Rosemary, is when you tell a story, as you did, as I hopefully have done, when you tell a story, it will not be forgotten. And it will become part of who we are as a person, as a people, and as a nation. And your father, I think, represented the very, very best of our nation throughout his entire life with you.
I'm going to get tears in my eyes if you go on, but I feel that way in my heart.
Yeah, and I suspect, I hope I'm wrong, but you said he died before his time, and I'm hoping it wasn't from the asbestos on working on the...
You don't know.
You don't know.
He had a brain tumor back in the early 80s. And the only way they dealt with it, it was inoperable, was to give radiation. And his lungs were in a weakened state, and he caught pneumonia as a result of the radiation. And he was not yet 62.
62, not yet.
And I was with him a few minutes. We were going every day before he passed. So I do have the memory that I had the chance to say goodbye.
Good, good. How's your mom, is she with us? Or
no, she passed in 2011.
Oh, just a few years.
Which is really something. He died on March 10th, 1981. She died on March 20th, 2011. Almost 30 years to the day.
Almost 30 years, exactly.
Yeah, and she continued working, and she kept her house for many years until it became too much.
Not only did she work at the Brooklyn, not the Army base at Fort Hamilton, but then she was one of the first lunch monitors or lunch servers in the New York City school system.
Public school system. She was one of the first lunch ladies, and I talk about that in my book.
Yes, you do. You certainly do.
Yes.
So tell us, did you have experience? Now, bullying has become a major, area of concern. Tell us a little bit about Anne and Anne Marie and the experience that you had. Apparently, to me, it was bullying.
It was. Yeah. I only recognized it in retrospect. Yeah, a very popular girl, very voluptuous looking, like a blonde Sophia Loren, lived next door to me, very precocious, studied French. I was a string bean. She was shapely, and she used to tease and bother all the kids, but she zeroed in on me, as will happen. And used to always tell me dirty jokes, at the ending of which I was supposed to know and laugh at with her. I knew of nothing, and I used to just feign it. And my best friend also was like me, and we kind of bonded because she used to tease, the rest of us instead of teach us. She used to tease us about sex and what we didn't know and how stupid we were, and
I hate to break this because I have so much more. Your book has so much into it, but we're just out of time. So thank you very, very much. I enjoyed this thoroughly. I hope you did as well.
You put me at my ease. You're a gentleman as well as a fine writer. Thank you.